Jesus
and then the video just
Christ.
ends.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. God. Um. Yo, Kiko, what's wrong with you, bro? What's wrong with you, bro?
It's not like it's not funny though.
What's wrong with you? Okay, bro.
I'll send it
That,
to you. I'll send
that's
it to
you
you.
gonna send it to me? Oh
Yeah, there,
wow.
there, there, there.
This is actually a post. Oh wow, that's yo. People are ridiculous.
You gotta watch it though. It's funny.
Yes, I do have to. Oh, I'm tripping. This is gonna get muted in Germany. Hold up.
What?
Let me end. Oh, hold on. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna keep it going. I'm gonna just try to. Hi guys. I had music playing the entirety of the beginning of the stream. That's gonna get muted in Germany.
Oh,
Uh,
rip.
you know what? I'm fine with it. We don't get paid for this. It's your boy THESENDARY. Welcome
No, not
to Talking Points
Germans.
Podcast, not to be confused with the Talking Points Podcast. I am here with the one and only sexy co-host Keegan. What's up,
Ooh,
boy?
sexy. What's up? It's me.
Indeed.
I'm Keegan. I
Oh,
don't
how
know what
we.
else to say, so I'll just let you carry
Hey,
that
that's
one
that's that's a
on.
perfect introduction. We missed you all. For whoever is listening. Right now we are only on YouTube, but one day we do aspire to be on all listening sources and services and such like that.
Streaming services.
But yeah, no, this time I stream or the title of the stream is Who We Are or Who Are We? And I think I kind of
I
just
like
want
it.
to revel over the last little bit of our life. So, Keegan, how has your life been recently, man? Like, how you been lately, bro?
Recently it's been busy, but definitely good. Like everything with my job has been going well. You know, I
Uh-huh.
got my new job and everything. Everybody there loves me, so I'm really
Gotcha.
happy about that. And then everything with my relationship has been going great. It's been a hell of a lot better now that we actually work together.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We've been able to see each other more and talk and everything, and we've been a lot more open about stuff, so, you know, communication's always great.
Oh yeah, always, always. I'm glad, bro. I think you deserve that. I think that's one of the best things I've heard from you in terms of like how your life is going.
Oh yeah,
In terms of like,
I love how well this has been going so far though.
for sure. Me on the other hand, I think I'm chilling. It's the only thing that's been on my mind lately is college, bro. Cause
Ooh, facts.
never gets easy. It never gets easy, I swear. Uh, but other than that, when it comes to like the people that I know and the life that I'm currently living right now, it's solid. It's just I'm waiting for things to come into play. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for like life to give me those doors to walk through that it's like, yeah,
I
I
feel
know
that.
I'm here, I made it. But it's a
Right.
struggle, yo. When you start to look at it and it's just like I gotta keep paying over and over to go to this school to see hopefully one day I get somewhere with it. I ain't gonna lie, that's low key annoying. Done not knowing what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
Like I wish I had an idea of knowing how things would go, man.
Right. I feel that. So I do have one question. What about in like the year break that we kind of like took from really talking to each
Uh-huh.
other? What has been like the main thing that you've been up to? Because we talked a little bit about it in our like beta episode,
Uh-huh.
like your like relationship and shit. But like we didn't
Oh
really
yeah.
have much of a conversation about like what you'd really been up to. Because I know you'd been working on your music a lot.
Uh-huh.
Been
Yeah.
listening to every single one you drop, by the way.
Thank you, bro. Honestly. Wait. How long? Wait. Do you remember the time span of our break of not talking to each other? Or was it just like this past year?
Yeah, it was just like this whole past year, honestly. Because we
Um.
talked to each other a bit after I had ended things with my relationship from before, but then
Yeah.
we weren't really, you were very busy
Uh-huh.
with stuff, so like we didn't really get to talk a whole lot. Or like
Yeah.
we didn't really get back into each other's lives just yet.
That's true. I think for the most part of that, I was it was two things, or like a bunch of things, but to make it very simple, I was trying to figure out a couple things with like my friend group in terms of the college because I was going through a lot of drama around like December time,
Right.
but also I was kind of like trying to see what was the move there. I was still trying to figure out my major and all that. Plus,
I feel
bad relationship problems happened around like early this year, like 2022.
that.
Like I
Right.
was settled with somebody from like August, but
Mm.
then things like went bad because we started. It just it was a bunch of fighting, right? Which I'm not gonna say I'm 100% perfect. I'm not. I ain't gonna lie like that.
Right.
But things just failed in terms of like it not being the way that I wanted it to be. So, you know what I'm saying? I tried to end it. Everybody got on my tail saying, "Hey, yo, you need to fix this." And I was like, "Yo, I can't believe everybody is taking one side on this rather than just listening to me, yo. It ain't gonna work."
Yeah.
And I got pressured for like 2 months. I'd say 2 months was the amount of time. And then after that, other stuff. But before that though, it was completely just figuring out college. I was on a baseball team, or I was manager for the baseball team. Washing pants, taking care of the field, and I mean filming if need be. You know what I'm saying? And I was
Right.
seconds away from being there during the season, but I made the decision to leave halfway for a girl, but halfway just because I knew I was going to be there the entire year without coming home, and it like
Right.
broke me a little bit. Sorry to if any people from the team listen to this, but yes, I left for completely selfish reasons, man. I can't. It's not a sport I love like that. So it's like I
But then again, if it's for selfish reasons or not, if it's for, personal happiness and shit, then there's nothing wrong with that. Like,
hmm
if it's improving upon your life, or like that's what it's about, and you're better off that way, then there's nothing wrong with that.
yeah,
Just as long as, you're making a smart decision with actually leaving it like that.
for sure. Like I didn't want to just leave it and then do nothing with it, which is kind of depressing knowing that I still got a far way to go with music. Like I was planning to do so much with music, and I did marketing as well. I'm really proud of myself for that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm
Right.
very proud of myself because I was as soon as I left, or no. Matter of fact, let me flip it. When I first came to college, I was gonna do marketing. Like I went there, met all of the people in marketing, which shouts out to multiple people. If I can remember their names, Matthew, Steven, all those good people over there. I forgot the main dude's name, but he's really cool too. Um, Even though he ended up leaving and getting a job somewhere else, he was really cool for me. But yeah, no,
Hmm.
I came, started doing marketing. That changed to do baseball, and I tried to like do both in between. And then when I
Right.
realized that they told me they were gonna kick me off during what time was that gonna be, like the end of winter or around winter? No, springtime. They were gonna kick me off of marketing for springtime because they knew I was gonna get busy with baseball. And
Right.
I ended up making a decision like baseball is kind of messing up my GPA a little bit. I'm giving too much focus to that, and I'm not giving all my work to managing. I mean
Hmm.
marketing. So I kind of made the decision for me. Switched over to marketing. Did that, or no, I did baseball first. I left marketing, go to baseball. Then I started doing when I was doing marketing, I met all the people, started working on the inflatables and working every single game and change. And then at a certain point it was like I realized I was about to fail my classes, so I was like, I gotta leave baseball, I gotta go to marketing. I was going back and forth, back and forth. That was
Hmm.
my whole jazz, right? But yeah, no, between that and then doing the marketing and things like that, I was really hoping to get a lot of my music stuff done, and I didn't. And I was kind of disappointed in myself. So after a while I
Well, I mean,
just
don't get ahead of yourself on it. It's not like you don't have time
oh
to,
yeah, for sure.
continue to get back into it and everything.
Oh yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
that's, you're still young. You're
We
still
both
young. You're
are.
not 30 yet, so.
That's true, but then you start to look at social media, which I don't suggest people do this. But when you look at social media, you realize, oh wow, there's people that's like, how
You
old?
see other people doing things that you're
Mm-hmm.
not doing and you feel like shit about it. No, I completely get that.
Exactly, like
But the
19
thing
year
about
olds,
it,
bro.
oh yeah, the thing about that though is the fact that it's like they had one dream, one particular dream,
Mm-hmm.
and you have many. Like,
Yeah.
And also, sometimes life is just a little bit easier for other people than others, and that's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
But
no, no, no.
if anything, all power to them. Good for you.
True. That's true.
But the hardest part is just kind of like coming to terms with that, coming
Yeah,
to
for
terms with the
sure.
fact that you know that your life isn't going to be, like perfect and easy, and then
Mm-hmm.
also just trying not to let it get to you as much
Yeah,
that other people are doing things that you could be doing, because it's like, yeah, you could be doing more, but should you?
that's the truth.
And that's kind of the real question, is like, should I be doing more? Because I think, especially nowadays, there's a lot of emphasis being drug around about, like, making sure that your life is set on track and perfect and planned ahead of time and
Yeah,
everything. And I'm
definitely.
kind of wording it wrong, but like, the expectations. There we go.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
there's a lot of expectations being placed on kids nowadays, and
Mm-hmm.
I get it, trying to make sure that they grow up successful and happy and everything. But it's like, at
Mm-hmm.
the same time, you're putting those expectations of a happy life onto them so hard that you're kind of getting in the way of their actual happiness.
Yeah,
Then, like, in the moment,
yeah, definitely.
and I hate that, because sometimes it's not like completely one side's fault,
Mm-hmm.
or like at least on the parental side, it's not completely their fault.
At times it is. At
I mean,
times it is.
no, for sure, for sure. But I mean, like,
Not
sometimes
always.
it's just the fact that they didn't have that, so they want to make sure that their
Mm-hmm.
kids have it, but
Yeah.
it gets projected so hard that it's like, it's a little too much.
Mm-hmm. As that bit of pressure when it's supposed to be like regular live your life type of thing, but they don't take it as that because it's
Yeah,
pressed so much on.
yeah. Um, I understand, wanting to make sure that your kid is happy and making sure that they have a happy life, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like it's wrong to kind of throw so many expectations onto them and then just being like, and remember, life fucking sucks and it's not going to be nice to you.
Yeah,
It's
that
like, that's great. That's great information to have as you're telling me that I need to make sure my life is on track.
exactly, yo. That would be the same ones that'll hit you with the AO, man. You got to know what your degree in what college you gonna go to. You know what college you gonna go to? You know what your future plans are?
No, no,
But enjoy your childhood though. You know what I'm saying? Just know that. You remember to enjoy your
for sure.
childhood. Like, bro, how am I supposed to do both? You telling me one thing and then I got to switch all the way to the another, bro. I'm not an adult yet, dog. And it's crazy because how old are you?
I'm 17.
It's yo, you're bearing on to the last, you know what I mean, seconds. But then again, you're not even in high school no more. Sorry to put you out there. Everybody, don't track him down. But
Don't find me. Me
don't
and every
find
other
him.
17-year-old that's graduated early.
Exactly. Don't find him. But it's the fact that now we're getting to
Not
the
find
stage
me. It
of
might make my life a little more interesting.
they're gonna start looking at you like, bro, I know you from the Talking Points podcast, man.
Your voice. It's you.
It's you, dog. And it's just like, bro, I don't know who you are. You don't comment, bro.
I don't know. I don't. What are you talking about?
I
I just
don't
work at
know.
Popeyes. Oh wait, shit.
Exactly, man. That's all that is. But it's weird, bro. Cause you're trying to live your life as a kid, but then you know what I mean. Phones are extremely prevalent. So you know what I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah.
You got both, and you're trying to live, but you're thinking you're not doing enough, and then you got people around you telling you are, but at the same time you could do more. It's backwards, bro.
Yeah, I hate that. I especially that specific comment is like, no, you're doing enough. But I mean, you could always be doing more. It's like, okay, listen,
Mm-hmm.
am I doing enough or not?
Exactly, yo.
Like, that's all I want to know.
And you'll
Like,
never
I'm
get a
trying to do
straightforward
my
answer.
best, but you know,
Yeah,
and
you'll
everybody's different. Everybody thinks differently on those situations. So you're never going to get a straight answer,
never.
because of the fact that everybody's always going to see it differently. You're going to have some people that are like, "Oh no, you're doing great for where you are.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing fine." And then you're going to have other people that are like, "Yeah, no, you kind of suck. Like, you should get your shit together. You're bad at life." That's like, well, thanks.
And you kind of you can be mad, but at the same time, not always, because it's like you were raised different. You feel me?
Damn it.
Certain
Yeah.
people look at life that way, like you know what I mean. Like if you're a military kid or like a kid of a military parent, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna always expect yourself to be like it have high expectations of yourself.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because
But
those expectations are always going to be, kind of projected onto you in a way.
exactly. But not to put this on anybody, but let's say you come from like low income, you know what I'm saying, or you come from a place where it's like single parent and things like that. You're used to things being hard, but making your way. You feel me? It's never easy. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And I think I don't think I've had like problems in terms of like my peers forcing me to feel a certain way. I just think it's more so of like
Hmm.
what I put onto myself. Not saying that, you know what I
Oh
mean,
yeah, no, definitely. You're always going to be your worst enemy. Like that's
100%.
like you can hate someone as much as you want, but man, that person that you hate that much will never be as bad as you are to yourself.
100%. Especially
And
when you care about what you're doing, man. Especially.
oh yeah, and it's not always your fault. It's not always just self-hatred, just being self-hatred. Well, no, it is always self-hatred, just being self-hatred. It's not just necessarily you just hating yourself
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
sake of hating yourself. Like
yeah.
it's just if you have like a high bar set for yourself, right?
Hmm.
And you're like, I've got to reach these expectations for me, for everyone else. I've got to make sure that this goes perfectly, and it doesn't. Like you're gonna feel like shit, and you're gonna hate yourself for it. But it's like
Hmm.
you gotta there needs to be a line set where it's
Yeah,
like the expectations that are put onto you and the expectations that you put on yourself.
yeah, yeah.
And expectations that are put on you, honestly, I maybe this is just me coming from a biased perspective because of the fact that I've dealt with this a lot,
Hmm.
but expectations that are put onto you, don't listen to them. Just don't. And
Yeah.
again, maybe that's not like you can listen to expectations, right? Like you can always live by some expectations. That's not bad,
Hmm.
but don't set them on yourself in such a harsh way that you're gonna end up, putting that ahead of your happiness.
For sure. For
I
sure.
forgot how to jump. I just died. I was trying to play this like Dark Souls 3 and I just completely killed myself. Rip.
Rest in peace. But yeah, no, definitely, it should be a line. Once you figure out where you want to be, it's okay to come up short, and that's the one thing that we fail, or at least me personally, I fail at doing, recognizing that sometimes it's okay to not be at where you think you're where you should be, or even
Hmm.
if you have ideas of where you want to be later on, you feel like you're not going to come up on that. Sometimes it's better to figure out, okay, I failed, but now we have a starting point, because everybody else that, or the things that everybody else is saying, me personally, I use them as guidelines. Like, okay, right, when I become an adult, I know these are the things that I'm going to have to chase, or the things that I'm going to have to face when I get to that age. Like being a mature
Right.
person when it comes to owning businesses or paying taxes and bills and all that. I know I'm gonna have to face that when I get older. Cool. That's the pressure that I hear, but I don't take it as like, you know what I mean, end all be all. I know it's coming. But when it
Right.
comes to what I put on myself, that's what I was struggling with all year last year, because it was depressing me that I was in college that entire time, and I felt as if like the steps of progress literally came towards the end of the year. That's why I stopped talking to so many people that I know, like you and my other online friends like Jace or
Hmm.
Michael, like, or even people that I knew from years ago, because I was too busy being like, okay, what can I do to get myself closer to the goal or to the person I think I'm gonna end up being later. And with that
Right.
internal battle, I kept feeling like I was getting closer, but was never close enough. So I definitely think there's a line that is easy to overstep if you don't pay attention to it. I agree.
Oh, for sure. For sure. That's definitely a very good way of putting it. Like the one of the best ways of putting it
Mm,
is that line and just overstepping it so easily because and like I said, a lot of the time it's just expectations being put on by, parents or superiors or,
mm-hmm.
whatever.
Yeah.
Or even your own friends. Like I've had friends in the past that they're just like, "Oh, you're like not doing enough at all. Like you could be doing a lot more with yourself. Like you're kind
Mm-hmm.
of shit." And it's like, "Well, yeah." And you can't deny it really because in your head you really once you get to thinking about it, you're like, "Could
Mm-hmm.
I be doing more?" And then you kind of like look at it and you're like, "Maybe I could, yeah."
Hate that.
But at the same time, you gotta realize, there's a certain boundary that you can't overstep. That's could I be doing more, or is it the fact that I'm doing enough and I'm just trying to set an expectation for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's just the fact that other people have such high expectations for themselves and they can live up to that, and I can't. Or not can't, but I
It
don't
ain't
need to.
here. It's not here yet. Yeah, you don't need to. It's not here yet. Sometimes it's not meant to be there. It's meant to
Yeah.
come later, which is perfectly fine. But yeah, no, I think that's kind of how I spent my year, just trying to figure out college. And once I got the groove of that, just trying to take steps towards the right way. But with that, I had a bunch of setbacks, which was mainly self-inflicted. And like even the relationship stuff, I'd call that self-inflicted because at the end of the day, you know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean, I put myself in that situation. I even put myself in a situation of it ending, and everything that happened from that was because of myself. But at the same time, I took steps closer, and I could say from the end of the year that I got closer. So I think that's what I spent my year on, just trying to get myself and figure myself out. But what about you, man? I know we talked a lot about me, so what did you spend your year on? Because I
No,
know,
that's completely fine. I'm good with talking about you.
but now it's about
I
you, man. Tell the people.
well, honestly, I haven't been up to a whole lot. I mean, that's kind of a lie. Uh, it's not that I haven't been up to a lot. I just haven't really, I don't know, like there was because after my relationship ended, the year-long relationship that I talked about in the beta episode.
Hmm.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch the beta episode. Stupid.
Got to.
Duh.
I'll leave a link. I know people are lazy to click on channel names, so I'll leave a link. Not even to
But
episode 1, 0.5.
but during that relationship, I was pretty miserable. I put a lot of expectations on myself in that relationship, and then in my life at the same time, and everything ended up just kind of falling apart. Uh, I was focusing so much on the actual relationship and not enough on my life, and that
Hmm.
really got in the way of a lot of things. And honestly, I can say one thing right now. If you don't know if the relationship will work out, don't put it ahead of your life.
Facts.
Because that shit is not worth it. You can
Mm.
try all you want in a relationship, but if there's not effort being put in on both way or like on both sides, then just don't. Just don't
Hmm.
put in that effort there at all because it's not you're going to end up screwing yourself up even worse
That's true.
than that person is to you. So,
Hmm.
but other than that, I'm about to get completely pegged right now in Elden
Yo,
Ring.
ridiculous.
Holy, yeah, I'm not having a good time, man. I'm having a very bad fucking time. No. Okay. Anyway, but no, I ended that though. Thank God, I ended that relationship because I realized that I was putting a lot of things ahead of my own life and ahead of my relationships with people that mattered to me.
Hmm.
Family, friends, and that is the worst of all. Is just the fact that I was putting that relationship ahead of like my friends and everything.
Yeah.
And those friends, some of the best friends that I could have ever asked for in my life, and that goes for you, that goes for Alex, Jason kinda, whenever he cared enough to be there and actually
Sadly.
try to be a nice guy.
Hmm.
Other than that, I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna say Jason's like self-absorbed, but he's very self-absorbed.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes
No,
sense.
I'm not even gonna pussyfoot around it. He's very self-absorbed, and I can't 100% blame him for that. He's never really had a lasting relationship with someone. Like even in his family, he's never really had like a good relationship with people like that. So he
Hmm.
doesn't necessarily understand it. He's always been just kind of on his own. So I get that because
Yeah.
I was that way for a long time too.
Hmm. It
Uh,
happens.
but I was putting in this relationship ahead of my friends and everything, and these people meant the world to me, and I just didn't. I was just like, they're cool, but dating someone's also kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I let that, it wasn't about dating the person I was dating. It was just about not wanting to be alone at
Hmm.
that point. Like, or it was just being desperate for a relationship, and that's definitely the worst thing that you can do. Like it's okay. I guess it's okay to be, you know, a little bit desperate for a relationship. I'm not gonna say it's not, because I feel like, you know, everybody gets that way.
Oh yeah, for
It's
sure.
normal. It's normal. There, that's a better way of saying it.
Yeah, it's
You
not
know,
not
it's not a good
uncommon.
thing to
It's
be
not
desperate,
uncommon.
but yeah, but it's not uncommon.
Uh,
But I mean, I let that disparity like go so far that it got in the way of a lot of important things,
mm-hmm.
and you know, that was like the worst thing I could have done.
Yeah,
Especially with you guys. Like, you guys are awesome. I could not be more appreciative of you guys and how our friendship has gone and everything.
agreed.
But the moment I ended that whole relationship, I remember I would like my brain went into this moment of like, oh god, it's over. It's done. Like, it's gone. Oh shit.
Yeah.
And then a couple minutes later, like I broke down and everything, and I remember Alex was on the phone with me. Like I completely broke down for like a few minutes, and then I just like stopped, and he was like, "You there? Are you okay, man?" I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, I'm here." And he's like, "What the fuck? What was up with that tone change?" I was like, "Oh no, I'm fine. I just thought about it. Like, you know, yeah, it sucks that it's ended, but I mean, is it really worth crying over in the first place if I had to end it at all like that?"
Mm-hmm.
Especially in the way that I ended it.
Yeah.
You know, it was definitely very.
And with that, and I made sure to stay there. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back or nothing like that, but I'm glad that I was there for you throughout that relationship. So that way our bond never got really lost for real. It was just situational of when it was tighter or not as you die.
Yeah, I died hella hard. I'm not too good at Elden Ring anymore, man.
Mm-hmm. It happens
This
to the
is a
best of us,
horrible
man.
game to to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm horrible at Elden Ring, man. I haven't played this game in so long. I'm so bad.
I'm not getting it, so I trust me. I hear you. I would be bad at it forever.
I wouldn't say don't get it. This game is pretty baller, dude.
Oh, yeah, I
I'm not
believe
gonna
that, but at the same time, I don't believe in my talents.
lie.
I've
I
played
don't know.
video games for a long time, man. No.
It's definitely hard. It's definitely hard. I'm not gonna like say it's not.
Mm-hmm.
But, and big but here, you know, it's after the first playthrough, it gets pretty easy, or like it gets easier.
After the
It's still a
first
pain
play,
in the
that
dick,
means you gotta beat the
but
entire game.
well, I mean, look at any other game you play. What, you think it's just gonna be an easy walk and fucking step in the park?
No, I mean not any of
Exactly.
the,
It's your
not any of
first
that,
playthrough of it.
not any in that franchise. No, any other game, yeah, like depending, but that one specifically, no. That never gets
I get
easy
that.
unless you like beat that game. But if you're like new, especially not jumping with Elden Ring,
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you're new to any game, though, it's gonna be difficult at first because you don't know what you're doing. You're stupid in that situation.
I 100%
There ain't
believe
nothing
it.
wrong with that, though.
Yeah, but I don't like to suck. You know what
That
I mean? I don't like to
nah.
suck.
There
You know
is
what I'm saying?
nothing.
I don't like
There
to
is
suck. You
nothing
know what
wrong
I'm
with being
saying?
bad at a game. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say it right now. That is one thing that I've always hated about Jason
Mhm.
is that he thinks the moment that he like is not an absolute god cranking 90s on every little child in a video game, he thinks that it is the end of the world, and he's like, I fucking suck at this game. I'm never playing it again.
Mhm.
But I'm sorry, man. It takes time to get good at games. It takes time, just like with anything in life. You
It's
think I
that
was
feeling,
just a
bro.
god tier pro at skateboarding whenever I first started? Hell no.
It's that feeling, bro. That's what it is. That's the part that's bad about it. I never say don't be bad at a game because then that's what gets you them stripes, that experience in order to become good at it.
Exactly.
But it's that feeling at first where it's like that'll turn people off from a game. Like if you're playing Stray, you know what I mean, the cat game, you're not gonna feel that because it's like, you know what I'm saying, you understand. All I have to do is learn the mechanics of the game, and I'm chilling for real. That'll carry me forever. But when it comes to like playing sports games where you learn the controls and you're like, all you have to do is that, and then you switch over to Elden Ring, be packed, bro, packed. Because certain games you can feel bad in, and it's like, okay, cool, I'll learn it. And the other games you feel you suck at, and it's just like it's packed, bro. I'm not gonna learn that. That's raps. I'm never catching up to that. But yes, you're right though. I feel you.
But then again, though, there's actually Elden Ring is one of the shut up. Elden Ring is one of the like
Unprofessional.
#1 games where players that have never really played Souls games before
Mhm.
switched over to like playing Elden Ring and Souls games and stuff. Or I can't think of the word for it, but like
They
I don't
switched
know.
over to that
It's one of the
franchise.
highest on the charts for
They're
like
like the
the
first game to
crossovers.
play. Yeah, the first game to play.
Yeah, there you go. The first for like their first time playing one of the games of the franchise, Elden Ring is one of the highest for the new players,
Yeah, I get that.
or is the highest for the new players.
Yeah, because they're like, okay, everybody's playing it. Let me try.
For real. But then again, the worst part about that is that you get those Call of Duty people,
Mm-hmm.
and then they get in here and they try to find the #1 meta in the video game,
Yeah,
and
that's annoying. No, okay.
immediately run into the ground.
That's annoying. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, then
Watching
again,
people,
it's not like Dark Souls players don't do that, but a
but
lot of the time, they usually stick pretty true to the
mm-hmm.
game until they're like really annoyed or they're just in the mood to fuck with people.
Yeah, like that second. It's that second playthrough where it's like, all right, cool. Now let's break the game.
Yeah.
Like matter of fact, now
I've
that I
always
think
kind
about
of
it,
been a person.
you always been a
Go.
person. I ain't want to cut you off. Go crazy.
No. I've always been the type of person that's like, if I'm going to play a game, I'm going to be good at it, and I'm going to play
Mm-hmm.
it the right way. Like, I'm going to play it how it's meant to be played. I'm not going to rely on meta. I'm not going to rely on, all the bullshit,
Yeah.
basically. Um, I don't know. I feel like that's how everybody should play, but at the same time, I
Easier
don't
said
know.
than
I
done,
don't
man.
know. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's a weird relationship with me. I don't know. I
For
don't like
sure.
games. I hate video games.
We hate it and love it, bro. It's like parents, man. You can't live with them. You can't live without them, bro.
Facts. I don't like. I love video games. Don't get me wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but damn, dude. I mean, like, I don't know, man. I don't want to get into video games. They suck.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I'm trying to figure out how to get to the next boss fight, and my brain is completely running off of airplane mode right now.
It happens to the best of us, brother. As I'm getting
But
waxed by Austin Theory.
yeah, no, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me look at this funny door real quick. But other than that, anyway, so I ended the relationship. I told Alex, I was like, I'm fine, and everything ended up going well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I started working out more. I started eating better. I started going out and like hanging out with my family, and then getting online and hanging out with my friends and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I started streaming a lot more and streaming things that I wanted to streaming for myself, and I felt like
Proud of
my
you.
personality was definitely like a lot better there.
Mm-hmm.
My personality was definitely a lot more prevalent rather than just, yeah, I'm here, my girlfriend's here,
That's true.
we're playing a video game. Because I don't know, like, if you go back and watch any of my streams, I usually just kind of run it and
Mm.
let other people run it for me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't try to carry it at all. And if I'm just saying right now, man, if you're a content creator, you cannot fucking rely on other people to run your shit for you.
No.
Because the moment you start running that on your own, and you realize how little personality you really have,
Bro, they're literally gonna
oof.
come to your channel anytime that person shows up. And then they're just gonna leave you, bro. Like, there's no point. They're like, oh, the other
I
person
know
has a
that
YouTube channel?
was,
Packed.
oh yeah, that was definitely a big issue, like, with me and Alex. Like, Alex ran my YouTube channel for a good bit of it, I feel. Or, like, he didn't run it, but, like, he definitely carried it a lot of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Because Alex is always good at starting conversations and starting jokes, and then...
Yeah, that is definitely him. Hey, man, turn your ringer off, bro.
Yeah, I'm doing that now.
Golly, bad podcaster,
I'm
bro.
not... I don't usually have my ringer on, that's why I'm confused.
Usually. Uh-oh, here we go.
Fair,
Not.
whatever.
I'm playing with you.
But no, he's a funny guy. We
Mhm.
all know that.
For
Alex
sure.
is a funny guy.
100%.
But
100%.
But then right after that, I remember one of the streams. I was saying I don't remember what it was named. It was like solo Dark Souls stream or some bullshit.
Got it.
Literally all that happened was I played, and I was like I kind of eased into it, right? Like I was quiet. I was just kind of talking. I was like, oh, I'm streaming. And I'm playing Dark Souls 3 again, and this is happening. But then as time kind of went on, I really just kind of started being myself, messing with the game, playing it, and talking, actually adding commentary to what I was doing, not just
Yeah.
silence the whole time.
Yeah. That's true.
A lot of my solo streams were just really quiet because I didn't really know what else to say. But I realized, and this is something I tried to explain to Jason that I don't think he ever really understood, is that you can commentate gameplay very well in your own head.
100%.
If you ever go and play a video game just on your own, and you just sit in your head and think the whole time while you're playing,
so easy.
You can come up with such good scenarios and such good jokes in your own head and everything, but it's like you don't say them. Like you don't actually say it. But if you just kind of sit there and you start thinking right while you're playing, but then you start saying, instead of just thinking it, you actually say it. You can add some pretty good commentary and some pretty good content to a site that way.
That's true.
And I know for a fact. So like if I was to go onto my channel, this is not my channel.
Whose channel were you on?
Pyrocynical.
Golly, that is not you. I mean, y'all don't look too far off. Y'all ain't too far
if you
off.
go back to where is it? Solo Dark Souls stream. Here we go. A solo Dark Souls stream. I think this was the first. No. Hold on. Where was it? I'm trying to find the first one I did.
Yeah, find it.
I think it was because I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Remnant, Fortnite. Fortnite was like. There's just a stream on here called Fortnite. It's like 13 minutes long, or a video, I mean. And that was whenever I was playing with Jason and Alex. And that's kind of like whenever we first started everything. But then solo Dark Souls stream a solo Dark Souls stream was the first stream I did just on my own in a long time. And I wanted to just kind of like try it out again.
Yeah.
But then if you listen to me and how uninterested I sound in what I'm doing.
Hello everybody, it's your boy Educated Sakurako here.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. 3 different channel names within the span of like, what, 6 months?
It's embarrassing,
been
man.
a while.
It's growth.
I've actually, I've done a solo stream like this on,
Like, I just don't sound interested.
just anything.
Happens to the best of us, bro.
And it's nice.
And I know I wasn't trying to be quiet for anybody, like in my house or anything, because I didn't care.
I know you didn't.
I just wasn't talking.
You ain't have nobody else with you, man.
And that's the worst part, is the fact that, like, it's not that I needed somebody there to be interesting or to be funny. It's just the fact that, like, that's all I relied on for such a long time.
Yeah.
And then if you go, let me find it. If you go to like one of my recent streams, I'm trying to find one that it was just. I think my Kingdom Come Deliverance video is solo. Hold on here, let me just skip a little bit. We'll go to like 20 minutes in.
God, I am proud of you though for your growth though, bro.
I was just letting dialogue run. I'm trying to find like an interesting one. This is not going well.
It's
Amnesia!
fine.
Amnesia the Dark Descent. You were there for that stream too.
What? Oh yeah, I was. I remember this. Jesus.
Good God, my fucking game volume.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I thought that's how it was meant to be, like a stylistic choice, but Yeah.
No, my game was just really loud and I didn't realize it.
Yeah. I heard that.
Did I? Am I talking?
Are
I think
you?
I'm talking. I just can't hear it. That's right. I didn't turn down the volume for the game. I just turned up my mic.
Oh wow. It got those settings where it got those settings where it's like, bro, party mix versus game mix, yo.
I actually don't know if there's a way for me to fix that other than just turning up my mic volume.
Yeah. There is a way to fix it, you dumb nut.
It's
It's
called
called
party
turn down the
settings.
game volume.
Go to party settings.
Exactly.
You failed
Fucking
us
idiot,
all.
man.
You failed us all.
Absolute idiot. Unprofessional.
You failed us, man.
Man's done YouTube for how many years and
You'll
forgot
learn
how to
one
turn
day.
down his mic audio.
You'll learn one day, brother.
Okay, so Tinderbox is gonna be like my best friend here, so I need to not.
This was late at night. I was tired. This is not a good.
I need to
Yeah,
not just.
I mean, I was talking at least.
that's true.
Yeah, I need to not just start lighting random things for no reason.
Start lighting things for no reason.
I remember I threw shit around a lot in the
Just to
game.
kind of mess with them, but like.
Believable. That sounds like a you thing to do.
It's like, you know, it's just a.
I don't get it. Why, whenever I'm doing a solo stream, I'm so quiet, but whenever I'm with like Alex, I just won't shut up.
You know why? Because when you have him with you, you automatically have somebody to bounce your energy off of. When you're by yourself, your conscience, everything is inside of your head.
All right. All right, I feel that.
Mm-hmm. Like when you start to say things that you think are fire or like good conversation topics, you start to think to yourself like, God, I'm talking too much.
In a group chat. Oh no, I saved it. So then Jason can sit there.
Oh my god, did we ever? Oh my god, we did play. It was towards the end of the stream though, because Jason took like 10 damn years to actually get on to play with us. And then we ended up just playing on our own.
Pass me one power, maybe? Alright, sure. Just give me the fucking worst gobblegum that I like.
His voice, man. Infectious. Or what's it called? Infectious? Infectious?
Exactly, yeah.
Something.
I'm pretty sure that was me actually.
Nah, I did. Oh, both y'all voice? Oh, crazy.
Because I was the one on the gobblegum machine whenever I said, or whenever he said that.
Oh.
Hold on, let me go back and check that real quick.
I'm just giving you compliments, bro.
Yeah, hold on. We'll see.
Pass me one power, maybe? Alright, sure. Just give me the fucking
No, okay, no, it was him.
I
He
knew
was just
it.
at a different gobblegum machine.
Get the couple of them.
Oh my god. Bro, I was going crazy here. We were going insane that game. Anyway, but no. That's not what this is about. Kinda, but anyway. But no, like, I definitely had a lot less personality at the time. And I know that even just here recently, like, I haven't really been streaming it a whole lot or anything. But I know my personality has been a lot better. Just, like, talking and everything, normally.
Yeah.
And that's mainly just because of the fact that I've been hanging around Katie a lot and trying to go and actually do things out in public. But also, I've been trying not to worry so much about what other people think of me.
For sure.
And because that's definitely a big part of my downfall as a person, is the fact that I think so much about whether I'm annoying people or not, or whether I'm being obnoxious or not, that it's like, I'm never actually truly being myself. And that sucks. That's stupid. Don't do that.
Easier said than done.
Like, just
for sure.
don't. It's not worth it. I can't tell you how good this past couple weeks have been, just me being myself. I've made friends with every single person at the place that I work. Every single person I am friends with there.
Hey, that's beautiful, man.
And, you know, I can definitely say that, you know, Katie has something to do with that, because they all fucking love Katie. And I mean, what's not to love? She's Katie. She's the best. But, like,
Yeah.
in context of the conversation, Excuse me. But in context of the conversation, though, like, we haven't really been working together a whole lot. We've had a couple of shifts together, but, like, we haven't been working together, like, every single day or anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I know Katie talks really good about me all the time. She talks me up fucking constantly, because that girl, like, does not stop talking about me. Which is not a problem. I am not complaining.
It's a beautiful thing.
But, well, then they actually met me and everything, and I'm called Dog over there.
Why?
D-O-double-G, Dog. And the whole reason why was because there's this one dude that works there, Odin, right? Shout out to my man, Odin. He's funny. But, Odin, he's a little bit strange, right? But
Yeah.
he was like, oh, hey, can you help me, and can you grab this from the back? And I was like, oh, I got you, Dog, don't worry. He's like, and he was like, thanks, Dog. I was like, no problem, Dog.
Y'all are hilarious, man.
It was kind of just like a joke back and forth, but then he like kept calling me that just over and over again, and then Charles, the main man, or like one of the main bosses there, he kind of like caught onto it and started calling me Dog constantly, and then that just kind of became my name for everyone.
You know what? Hey, at least, you know what I'm saying, it comes from a place of love, you know what I'm saying? That's beautiful.
The funny thing is that earlier, right, I went up to Popeyes earlier today to go visit Katie while she was working.
Yeah.
I went in there, and they're like, yo, what's up, Dog? And like every single person that came up to me would say, hey, Dog, what's up? Or something.
That's funny.
Right? And they were like, why? She asked me, why is everybody saying Dog to you constantly? And Charles was like, that's his nickname. That's who he is. That's his name. He's Dog. That's Dog. And she was jealous that I had a nickname and she didn't.
Wow, that's funny.
Because she's been working there for months. Since me and her started dating.
I still don't got one?
So, like, half a year. And they didn't give her a nickname or anything, so she was jealous. And I've been working there for, like, barely even a week.
Yeah, I'd be jealous too. I ain't gonna lie. They ain't give me one.
But, it was funny to see her reaction, though.
Mm-hmm.
But no, everybody loves me there, and everybody loves Katie. And both of us together, I could only imagine the amount of love.
Yeah.
But,
Because she
they're
makes you
all
a better
super
person.
sweet people. Yeah, for sure. But they're just in general, though, they're all super sweet people. They're all really nice. A lot of them skate. Like, most of them there skate. Which is really cool, because, you know, I fit in pretty easily that way.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
But, you know, just, I don't know, man. It's just kind of different going in somewhere and then actually, you know, being accepted for once.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because I've never been socially accepted in any given situation. Or in any job or anything. I've always been the one that, like, everybody either hates or just kind of, like, outcasted to just do my job on my own. I hate that, but I've just kind of accepted it. Well, I started working there, and I just kind of, like, did my job, and I was quiet at first. But then there was a couple of people that I met that, you know, kind of just gave me that vibe. And so I started just being normal and being myself. And then now I'm where I'm at now, so that's cool.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm proud of you, though, man. I'm proud that you made such a big jump, man.
The one thing that I can say, right, to anybody out there who has a hard time fitting in or anything, do not worry so much about being yourself. Do
That's
not.
a fact.
Because it actually is worse than just winging it and being yourself. That risk of not being
Appreciate
socially
you, China.
accepted.
Keep going.
that risk of not being socially accepted, it's there either way. Whether you're yourself or whether you are not yourself.
Facts.
But the thing about it is that you're worse off being someone who you're not than you are just being who you normally are. Because at least then, if you're someone, or if you're just yourself, right?
Yeah.
And you're not socially accepted, you did your best. You know, what can you do? But if you're being somebody completely different just to try to fit in, there's no coming back from that.
For sure.
Like, you can't really
One day you're
just
gonna
turn
get
that
tired of
around and
wearing that
act
mask
completely
on.
different, because then, for sure. And then there's also the fact that, if you randomly just one day turn around and act like somebody completely different, they're
Hmm.
gonna catch on to that. They're gonna be like, what the hell? That's not normal. That's not right.
Yeah, who is this? That's not the guy we know.
What?
No, like looking at you and then you change it, or like you're acting like someone else and then you
Oh,
stop
right,
acting with that
okay.
person.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about an actual person. I was like, huh?
No, 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 no,
My
no, no,
bad, my
no.
bad, my bad.
You're good, you're good. But that's how it is. You're acting like someone else because you want to
Yeah,
fit in. Then the second that you change into who you actually are, now they're looking at you like, wow, everything that I knew about you was a lie, and you start all the way back. Like you start 10 steps behind.
exactly.
For sure. I'm definitely proud of you though, bro. You've made a lot of steps in terms of when I first met you. Especially now that you got a good relationship. I'm proud of you, boy. Proud of you.
I'm really happy in my relationship, especially after. I mean, like, even just tonight, we took a big step. Like, I talked to her about a lot of stuff, because we were kind of having problems with, not being able to see each other, and
Yeah.
she gets really worried about the future and everything, and she's overthinking a lot of this stuff on, like, her school
Mhm.
and everything, and us being able to hang out. And while she's trying to, like, plan it all ahead of time and, like, make it perfect, right?
Yeah.
And but the thing is that she's doing that, and she's kind of, like, stepping in the way of just us
Mhm.
being ourselves and just being happy in the moment, because
Yeah.
she's so worried about it going perfectly that she's not really seeing it for what it really is. And
Mhm.
that's not a bad thing. Like, it's not completely a bad thing. Like, and
It
I'm not
happens.
saying that it's a bad thing, because she's trying her best to, make the situation perfect.
For sure.
And I can respect that. But she doesn't need to make it perfect, because it's perfect just being the way it is.
Mhm.
And that's what I told her. It's like, you don't need to make the situation perfect, or us hanging out. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just being with you is fine enough.
Yeah.
But she also just has, like, a big problem with trying to make sure that everybody else is happy and not doing enough for herself and everything. And well, today I just, like, went on a big rant, just, like, telling her, just telling her for what it is,
Mhm.
just telling her everything for what it truly is. And I guess she really understood it just because of the fact that nobody really treats her as, like, an equal.
Yeah.
So hearing me just kind of, like, go off on this rant and being like, "You're stupid for acting this way," she
Yo.
she kind of, like, respected that a little bit, or not respected, but appreciated. She
Mhm.
appreciated it a lot more.
Yeah, for sure. I
And
get
right
that.
after that, she started being normal and who I know her for, or she started acting like herself,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
who
yeah.
she really is. And
Mhm.
that's all I've been wanting, is just for her to be herself. Because I hate it whenever she does that, and, she stresses herself out and she thinks too much into things, because it's not really her. She tries to put on this mask to make her perfect for me and to make the situation perfect. It's like, you don't have to do that. Just you
Yeah.
being you is fine enough.
Hey,
But I talked to
sometimes.
her about it and everything, and, she's good now.
Mhm.
She's being herself, and I'm really happy with that. I love the girl.
As you should, bro. As you should. I'm happy for you, man. Honestly. Yo, tell me why. Okay, you know what? I was just about to get myself caught up. I'm wilding. I was about to say something out of place. Uh, just know, I'm working on things, bro. I almost said
What do you
something
mean?
kind of out of place. I can't talk about it. Just know, when it comes to relationships, you know what I'm saying? I'd say
I
I'm,
see
in,
you. I
I'd
see
say
you.
I'm in a pickle, but not necessarily, because it's like, okay, there's this song, right? Have If anybody is black and is watching this live stream afterwards, after the fact, go listen to somebody called Music Soul Child and look up the song Half Crazy. You'll understand what I'm talking about. Oh, I look, you shouldn't have said that, but people don't watch far into live streams no more, so it's okay. But the premise of that song is the fact that a guy ends up being interested in his best friend in terms of like making that his girlfriend. But the problem is
Right.
now they can't look at each other the same anymore. And it's like, I don't know if that's exactly what my situation has been lately, But for sure, I can tell you that that feeling is a weird one because it's like now that we're together, well, we're not even together, but at the moment when we were, it was like I thought things were gonna go well, but now I'm looking at it and it's like I know for sure if things break off, it's not gonna be the same as it used to be beforehand, and it's weird because I know I put
That's
myself through it
always a very difficult situation, I'd
for
say.
sure.
Like, there's no way around that. That is a very hard situation to be in.
Hmm.
Just because of the fact that, you're worried about if things will be normal afterward.
Yeah, and you kind of and you have a certain feeling like you know it's not gonna be, and it's
Yeah,
understood.
and that's understandable. But like at the same time though, if you guys care about each other that much and you want it to be together, I think my biggest thing is just ride it. Just ride
Yeah.
it. Let it go. Fuck that feeling.
Hmm.
Because that feeling is stupid and it's the worst and you're
True.
never gonna get around it within your head.
That is true. I will say if it was as simple, and I'm not like saying that you're wrong, but I'm saying like if it was as simple, like if life was as simple as I want something, so it's going to happen because we both want it, then yeah, for sure, 100%.
Yeah,
But then again,
yeah,
sometimes certain factors get in the way of that, and it's kind of like even if we wanted this to work the way that we wanted to, other things make it to where it's like we're looking at it, and it's kind of it wouldn't make sense to do so. You feel me?
yeah.
And
I
now
get
it's at
that.
a point where it's like I'm still your best friend and all that, but now the way that I looked at you at one point, it low key doesn't leave. So it's like yeah, I wanted that, and I know that it's not going to be at least realistic for the near future. So it's like
Hmm.
I can't tell what's the move, and it's weird because I'm trying to tell
I get
myself
that.
like what like, it's all over the place. That's the best way I could put it, bro.
Yeah,
Because
and
it's like
understandably, I
mm-hmm,
mean, that situation is never going to be perfect, and you're never going to have it wrote out in your head the way that you want it to be or that it should be.
mm-hmm.
It's always going to be a mess.
Yeah,
Like,
God laughs
no
at
way
you when you
around
makes
it,
plans, man. Always.
pretty much. But the thing is, though, is like, at least the way I see it, right,
Mm-hmm.
is if you want a relationship,
For
right,
sure.
like you guys have been friends for a while, or for a very long time, right, best
Mm-hmm.
friends and everything,
For sure.
and you start seeing each other in that way, and you want it to work, I
Yeah.
would just say, whether it works or not, right,
Mm-hmm. Ride it.
do your best to the best of your ability, and on both sides, may I
Yeah, yeah.
add,
Definitely. Definitely.
because for
Definitely.
some reason I feel like that needs to be implied nowadays,
Oh
because
yeah.
Jesus,
Certain
that's a
certain
whole
people
other conversation that I'm not
certain
gonna
people
get into,
definitely need
but
that to be
like,
told to them for sure. Not me
for
though, but
sure,
that's definitely people. Some people need to hear that. Like it's definitely two people's effort. Hey, y'all are in a relationship, not a relation motorcycle. You know what I'm saying? It's not one way. Two people have to paddle this boat in order for
right,
y'all to make it to sea.
exactly. But just work with it as much as you can. And if
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't work, again, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
That's true.
That's fine. It's not like your life's gonna be ending
Yeah.
just because it didn't work out.
Just that
Just
life sequence will
realize
be.
that, yeah, just both of you acknowledge, this isn't gonna work. That's
Mm-hmm.
fine, and move on. Do your
Yeah.
own thing. Just live your life.
Yeah. Definitely.
As
I
it goes
believe in
for
that.
that feeling of like, you know, oh fuck, I feel like nothing's gonna be normal now, or nothing's gonna be the same. I get that, I do,
Mm-hmm.
but big but here. I don't know.
It's not, and it's not
Maybe
like it's
just
not in the terms of like effort. It's just not realistic. You feel me? Like
yeah,
it's a lot of times where you have a situation and it either becomes better or becomes worse, or like there's a middle place where it's not. You know what I mean? Like there's no bridge to go further. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at it like,
right,
dang, we had such a good foundation from the jump, and now you're looking at it like, we can't really rebuild that because we tried to went further and now the bridge is completely burnt. You know what I'm saying? It's not realistic, and
right,
that's okay. Like I'm okay with that feeling of like you know what I'm saying. Sometimes it's not going to be like how I was originally. But yeah, no, I definitely agree with you in terms of like trying to ride it out for sure. But if it ends up going the direction I think it might, it was destined, and it ain't nothing about it. I can't be mad at it. It just is what it is.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So
And
yeah,
I think,
it's
and that's just kind of the only thing that you really have to acknowledge is just, it doesn't work out. That's just how it's destined to be, and it's fine.
yep,
That's it's not the end. Life still moves on.
true. That
But
is
what you
true.
have to realize, and what's most important about that statement alone, is that life moves on, right? But it
Mm-hmm.
moves on whether you're going with it or not.
That's a fact. That is 100% a fact. And you know what? That comes full circle because my this last year that we haven't been talking to each other was my entire realization of that one quote that you just said. Life goes on without you, bro. And
For
it's a
sure.
weird feeling. It's a really weird feeling, bro. It's a really weird feeling, dog. When you recognize that no matter how bad I feel about whatever it is that I'm going through, life is still going to continue no matter what, dog.
Right.
It ain't gonna wait for me
And
to get out of my sad,
it's kind
soapy
of a
feelings.
shitty feeling, but I mean, if you're looking at it in the wrong way, though,
For
that's the
sure,
thing.
for sure.
Is that you can realize that and still, not have that be a shitty feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck, God, don't die.
Almost impossible,
Oh shit.
but it's possible.
So sad, so sad. Anyway, more importantly,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
conversation at hand. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. No,
Jesus,
it's all
man, I
good.
am
It's all
all over
good.
the place.
Happens to the best of us, bro.
Elden Ring probably was not the best choice.
It makes it more spicy whenever there's interruptions, knowing that you're getting beasted.
Thanks, man.
Of course, I'm a good friend. I must say when you're getting beasted.
But but no, I mean, you know, life moves on whether you're going with it or not, and that's not a bad thing. And that's something that I don't know. I feel like, especially nowadays, people see that as a bad thing and see it as like, we're fucked. It's completely screwed in this situation. And it's like, no, that's not the case.
You
Like
just
all it
gotta.
is just the fact that that's time. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
time for you. That's what it does.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
It doesn't stop just whenever you need it to. Like it's
Nah.
gonna keep going.
Mm-hmm. Don't take it as a bad feeling.
And
Just understand that's life, bro. You have to move with it.
yep, pretty much.
Yeah. Only thing you can do, and it's a. I'll say, yo, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a bad feeling. You just gotta make it work. And with
Exactly.
the things that you go through, it can go from learning that a little bit better or going through denial, which those are the different stages. But either way it goes,
Hmm.
it's giving you that realization of yeah, life ain't gonna always be there. You are gonna have to make it work. You are gonna have to make some shape.
Pretty much. But as it goes for other than, the relationship ending and me trying to get things better, like I'm just trying to make up for the time that I did lose. Because no matter what, whether life moves on without you or not, right, you can
Mm-hmm.
still make up for that time that was lost.
That's a
Like,
fact.
or at least in a relationship term.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just because you kind of fucked up in that situation
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
doesn't mean that it's gone forever.
Nah, just going for that
You can
time being.
still, yeah. And that was like my big realization was just like, yeah, you fucked up, but that doesn't mean that your relationships with your friends or family is like completely over or anything.
Nah, definitely not. There's too many people to go around, man. You can
For
always
sure.
make family too. Not literally procreation people, but you know what I mean, like making people that ain't blood be like, you know what I mean, so close enough to where you're like, y'all are pretty much brothers anyway. I
Pretty
definitely have
much.
that feeling with my boy Keeg, man. It's just something that'll never be replaced for sure. Or at
Facts.
least as tight of our bond we have, man. But if it ever were to be to that point where it's like, you know what I'm saying, we end up saying forget each other, which I don't believe it will, but if it were to ever get to that point, it's at least 7 billion people on earth, bro. It will always
Yeah.
be somebody else to make that type of relationship with. It'll hurt that you lost that one, but there's also 7 billion, however many
No.
other ones you can go and find. Promise you.
Yeah, I completely feel that. And also, what else I just felt is the saddest shit ever. I, I got like literally a slap. I got the boss a slap away from health
Oh wow.
and died. And then my mimic tier, which obviously you don't know what a mimic tier is. Okay, so for a short explanation, a mimic tier is literally just yourself. Like
Gotcha.
you can
Yeah,
come
yeah,
in
yeah,
it, and
yeah.
it's just
I was watching my guy play.
yeah.
I was watching my guy play. What's the name of it? Jesus, Elden
Elden
Ring.
Ring.
Yeah, he was using that against one of the bosses, bro. He was
Yeah.
struggling.
Mimic tier is amazing. For some reason, I don't know what it is, dude, but the mimic tier can like fuck stuff up without you.
Yeah, he giving out the hands.
I'm not gonna lie, my mimic tier was low-key kind of carrying me through that fight.
That's hilarious. He's stronger than you. How does it feel?
Facts, actual facts.
How does it
I'm
feel
not
to
even.
know you're,
You know
you're
what?
moving
I'm
to
not
the
even sad about that because the mimic tier is just a recreation of me, which means I'm just as cool. But I just haven't unlocked that full potential yet.
front? Yeah.
So I'll take it. I'll take it for what it's worth.
I feel you. I feel you. Hey, you're giving out the hands. If it ain't you, it's gonna be somebody, and it ain't
Facts.
gonna be done to you.
No, it's not gonna be somebody. It's gonna be me, just another version of me.
Nah, it's gonna be you point two, bro. You point two is better.
Yeah,
than you.
it's just the second version of me.
Yeah, you point
I'll
two is
take
better
that
than
though.
you. That's hilarious.
It's better than no version better than me. Just
Is
me,
it?
but bad.
Or it could
It's
just be
better
you
than
except-
if you think about it in the context, right?
I mean,
It's
of
better
course.
than just me sucking completely with no better version of me.
Then let's change it. How about you just become better? So that way you ain't got to deal with that
That
problem.
would
you
work,
become
but I
better.
suck at video games.
Then become better, bro. I know we don't got time like that,
Trying.
but become
But
better.
you said that, and I literally got my ass handed to
That
me.
just sounds like an L, bro. Win. Fight, bro. Become better.
I'm trying.
I'm already knowing, bro. Yeah.
Don't be too hard on me. I'm getting there.
Oh, trust me. I'm only being hard on you because I know that is a game that I will not play. That's the
Yeah,
only
exactly.
reason.
Which should give you a little more leniency for me then.
No, I should be tougher. You know
What?
why? Because I believe in you. A trainer will never go easy on a fighter if he believes in
I
him.
feel that. Okay. Alright.
I'll
Well, yeah,
never-
but at least the trainer's fucking fought before.
Not
Like,
always.
he actually knows what's up.
Not always. Look at NBA
What
coaches.
trainer have you...
Look at NBA coaches. If you
Dog,
look-
what NBA coach, right? What
I
NBA
can name
coach
multiple.
And what fighter do you know that has never done fighting or NBA before?
Greg Popovich has never touched a basketball a day in his life, and he's one of the greatest coaches of all time, bro.
Alright,
It can be done. It can
This
be done.
conversation's over.
It can be done, bro. Nah, and not everybody can be Steve Kerr, Steve Nash, Mark Jackson. They are people who have done both. I'll give them that. But I can guarantee you there has to be some trainers. I bet Mike Tyson's trainer wasn't even on the same level of the level Mike Tyson was on. I may be wrong about that. I ain't gonna lie. I may be wrong about that. But I bet my bottom dollar he wasn't. And you know why? Cause there is no way possible that somebody better than Mike Tyson taught Mike Tyson to be the way Mike Tyson is. Impossible, bro. I don't believe it.
I respect that.
Impossible, man. But
You're
yeah,
like, idiot, I gotta drink my buffs.
all that to say is life is weird, bro. Relationships are weird. If you're a kid and you're not in a relationship, don't get in one.
Just wait. Honestly.
Don't get in one at all,
Just
bro.
wait.
Live your life without it, bro.
What?
Live your life without it, bro.
Okay, how about this? You know what? That's actually not bad, but I'm gonna add a little more context to it because I feel like that could be worded a lot better and a lot
No.
nicer.
Is it? Is it?
I'm
Don't get
gonna
into
say
it.
this. I'm gonna say this. Oh
Mhm.
shit! Buy milk carton. I'm gonna say this. So, don't just willingly. You don't willingly just search for a relationship. If it happens, it happens. Good for you. But that doesn't mean it should, because 9 times out of 10, if that's what you're searching for in your life, then you're not really searching for your own life. And that doesn't make sense. But hold on. You're not really searching for yourself, but you're just searching for the thought.
We
of that
had this
relationship.
conversation before. Because when you get locked into a relationship and you focus so much on trying to get that part of your or aspect of your life completed, you waste more time that you could be using on trying to make yourself better when that time comes. Look at you spitting, bro. Spitting on accident. Because it wasn't on purpose. We know it wasn't on purpose.
All right, I see how it is.
We know it wasn't on purpose, but you spitting. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Yeah. Relationships are cool, though. I ain't gonna lie. Relationships are cool. They're fun. Just at the same time, two things. One, don't force it. And two, be okay if it fails. Because the number one thing that nobody can ever take away from you is the fact that you were in one. You did your best. You did your best that you could in order to make it work. That's hilarious. And when you failed,
shut up.
and when you or it failed, you were still able to bounce back from it because you spent enough time to take care of yourself while you were in it. That's something nobody could ever take away from you, bro. So yeah, relationships are cool. Just understand that the possibility of them not working is still high. You look at the percentage
You can
rates
lose a
of divorces.
relationship, but in the midst of that, don't lose yourself.
100%. Know what I mean? Check yourself before you wreck yourself. No cap.
Facts. I feel like that statement's been very oversaturated over the years, but it's very true.
It's a fact. When it's used correctly, it's a fact. You know what I'm saying? You got to take care of yourself.
For sure. Yeah.
And it's a must.
Unless it's just like, you know, you're gonna kill someone.
In that case, yeah, nah, just go home, bro.
Then you can chill a little, but
you need to relax. You go home, bro. You'll be okay.
Go home, take a nap.
Just rest, bro. It'll be okay, bro. Your life will be better.
That's what I do when I feel like killing someone. I just take a nap.
Yeah, I mean, hey, bro.
Dreaming about killing someone's better than actually killing someone.
Matter of fact, download GTA. I think it's time for you to get a little load off.
What?
Download GTA. Or like that's what you gotta tell them, bro. When they thinking about killing them, just drive down you know what I mean, Los Santos. You know what I mean, down the Theater Plaza.
You know what? I feel that. I can feel that.
Run over a million pedestrians before you run over people in real life. You know what I'm saying? I think
don't
it's better
turn into
Trevor.
What's his name? I think it's Damien. No, there's a guy like real life man.
Oh wow.
Who it just happened here recently. I think it was 2021 in November. It was like a fall parade, and he went and like ran over like 62
Oh yeah.
people.
I remember that. That happened again in Charleston before that.
Yeah, his story is actually like really messed up if you read into it.
I need to.
Because he had a very hard time beforehand. He'd been through like meth addiction and everything, and he was in trouble with the law for like a lot of different reasons constantly. But then there was actually a documentary done about what meth like does to you, like as a person and your life. And he was one of the main people that was interviewed, and the whole time he was super genuine, and he was like, you know, I don't recommend it to anybody. It's not worth it. Like you're ruining yourself. You're ruining your life.
Yeah.
And he was super genuine, and he was like, you know, once I'm out of here, I'm fucking done. And I'm not doing this shit anymore. I'm gonna clean myself. And then right after that, just like a few years later, goes and kills like 62 people.
Hey, meth is hey, that's one type of a drug, man.
It sucks, man. It sucks that people have to stoop that low sometimes.
When they fighting for that fix that'll make their life better, bro. I understand it, but it's a tough situation, bro. It's a tough crowd.
Yeah.
Cause then the stuff that you once helped you will bite back, and it ain't never easy to deal with.
And you know, getting a little bit more on topic. I'd say though that the past 2 years of my life have definitely been messy, but I wouldn't trade the past 2 years that I've had for anything, just because of the fact that the past 2 years is where I've learned the most.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I definitely have not experienced or learned as much before in my life as I have these past couple of years. Just experiencing life for what it is and all of the shittiness that it has to offer.
Yeah. Sometimes those failures, man, they build you, bro. They build you to become better, man.
For sure.
I ain't even gonna say sometimes. Failure is the best teacher, honestly.
Exactly, and that's the one thing I fucking love about like skating and everything. God damn it. The one thing I love about like
Yeah.
skating and everything is like you're gonna fall.
Yeah, for sure. No
End of
question.
story. Like there's no way around it. If you're gonna learn anything, you're gonna fall.
For sure. If you
And
don't
that
fall,
I
you're not
feel
skating.
like is exactly. And that I feel like is one of the most cathartic feelings is falling while you're skating.
For
Cuz
sure.
yeah, that means you fucked up and you messed up in some way, but it also means that you learned, so then you're not going to do whatever you did to fuck that up next
Mm-hmm.
time.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
every single time you fall, whether it's a lot or little, no matter how hard you fall, you're learning a ton
Mm-hmm.
by every little tumble, every little slip up, everything.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it could literally just be like you go to push off the ground and you kind of like trip a little. You don't fall, but you kind of like trip up a little and you're like, ooh, and you got to
Yeah,
catch your balance.
that
Even
embarrassment.
that, you still learn. You still learn, oh, okay, what could I have done there to maybe not trip up like an idiot?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a fact.
And I feel like that's taught me a lot also in skating, is just kind of like, just tumbling, messing up, just kind of being dumb.
Yeah, I'm glad you got that helping experience, man.
But, life, as cringe as it may be to say this, life is a lot like skateboarding. You know, you're gonna fall, you're gonna get hurt, it's gonna suck, but you gotta get up, move on, and ride that board even more, no matter how many times you may fall.
No cap. Words from the heart. No B Fletcher. You know what I'm saying?
You cannot give up just because you fell once.
No, you cannot. It's not how it works, baby.
Because all you're doing in that situation is you're letting everyone who's preying on your downfall win.
Win. Yes, bro. That's all that ends up
I
being.
almost had I went to say whether that be, and then I was gonna like list off like a few examples, and I almost said whether that be God, and I was
Wow.
like, wait a minute.
Hey,
I
sometimes
was like,
God
wait
be
a minute,
hating,
wrong
bro.
context.
Sometimes God be hating, bro.
Facts, but it's out of
God gonna line you up.
love.
Hey, I don't know, bro. Sometimes them learning scars that he be giving, it be for no reason, bro. It be hurting, dog. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Sometimes it ain't even out of love. He just want to give you your comeuppance, bro. Being like, hey,
True.
cuz, yeah, on that way. No cap. It's like, what did I do to you? God,
Jesus,
like
this
you
man
ain't
is
do
like
nothing.
fucking aggressive right now, man.
Understandable.
I swear this is the one boss that gets more aggressive the more you lose to him.
Jesus.
Fucking Christ, dude. Jesus, man, calm down.
Why is he
What
the
happens
beast?
when you get no bitches?
What's wrong with you, bro?
That man right there is what happens when you get no bitches.
What's wrong with you? You know what? You're hilarious.
I just went on like a whole fucking
And
fucking rant about how like relationships are not everything, and then here I am insulting.
yes, yes, that's exactly what that is.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I don't
it
feel
is.
bad.
As you shouldn't, bro. Sometimes you gotta be in pain and then laugh through it, bro. That's how life works, man.
I saw a video. It was a meme, right? This is a bit off topic, but I saw a meme on
Hmm.
Instagram, and it was when one of your friends in your friend group jokes about jokes about you not having a girlfriend or something like that, right?
Hmm.
But the one but the one that gets no bitches is laughing a little too hard.
Wow.
And the video was a clip from the Boys show, and he was like turning around and staring up at him.
You want to say something? You sure you want to say something?
And dude, I saw that, and I immediately sent it to Alex. I said, "Yo, this reminds you of video one."
Wow. Ridiculous.
Because anytime me or Alex will joke about each other getting no bitches or like not having a girlfriend or something, Jason's always the first one to be like dying, fucking laughing, like rolling on the floor laughing.
Hey,
And
man.
every single time, we both stop insulting each other to listen to him.
Are you sure you
Just
want to
be
laugh right
like,
now, buddy?
You're really laughing that hard, man.
You sure you want to laugh that hard, buddy? I don't think this is meant for you to be laughing that hard.
I low-key kind of feel bad for Jason sometimes because the other night he came into the party. He joined into a party with me and Alex. And he was like, yo, I got good news. I'm really excited about this. He was like, and it's actually something like really awesome. And I was like, what, you got pussy?
Whoa, what's wrong with you, bro?
He just stopped.
What's wrong with you, bro?
Well, no, it was funny at first, but then he was like, no, and like his mood completely changed.
Dead wrong, bro. You attacked that one man wound, bro. You know there's nothing he can say to that. There's nothing he can say. What's wrong with you? You're sick.
Well,
bro.
it was a joke, and I thought he was just gonna like
we can
laugh it
take
off,
jokes
but
like
then he
that.
was like,
Listen, we can take jokes like that. He cannot, bro. Let him
That's
live,
true.
man.
Well, I mean, he's been taking the jokes a lot lately. Well, he had been, but also he makes jokes like that to us all the time.
Of
But
course,
it's like
you know
every
why? Because
time
it's
we
the
throw
ones
him
that
around on
dish
him,
it.
he cries about it.
He's the one that dishes it. He's not one that could take it, bro. That's how it works.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. How is that fair at all? If you can,
It's not
okay, listen.
fair. It ain't
There's
fair.
there's one saying I've always agreed with,
Mm-hmm.
downright, and it is if you can't take or don't dish it if you can't take it.
Facts.
And I fucking wholeheartedly stand by that.
Agreed.
Because of Jason. Because of Jason. I've never, like, before, I was like, that's kind of a stupid saying. I don't really think that that's true. But then I met Jason, and it's like, with how much shit he tries to dish out on us, he cannot take it with any slight little, like, particle of his body.
Yeah. Some people just ain't meant to take it, bro. That sounded crazy. Some people just are not meant to be taking those type of jokes.
Calm down there, man. Wrong conversation.
Some people are not meant to take those type of jokes.
Man going off.
There's some people are not meant to take those type of jokes, bro. They can definitely give it to whoever is waiting for it. But when it comes to them, bro, and of course it's not fair. Of course it's not. But at the same time, you recognize who those certain people are, and just like, okay, I can't joke with you like that no more. And then just leave it at that. It's packed. It's no point.
Well, it's like I want to joke like that because that's
do that
what
with Alex.
me and Alex do. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
but
that's the thing. It's like Jason wants to be around us and he wants to be part of the friend group. Then why can't he, at least relate to us in the slightest? I mean, he could at least try.
Hey.
I mean, here's the thing. And if it doesn't work, though, then why, like, no offense, and I'm not trying to say this to be a dick, but if it's not working out, then why be around in the first place? Again, that's not to, like, be a dick or anything, but it's like, if you genuinely don't feel like you fit in, or you don't joke the same way, your sense of humor isn't the same or anything, then what's the point? Like, just move on. Go do something else. Go be with other people who value jokes that you value and think the same way that you do.
But then again, that's where that saying it's easier said than done comes, because you can easily transfer that to dating relationships where it's like you and this person have nothing in common, yet you're going to stay around them for what, when you could easily go and find someone else that actually fits the criteria of the type of person you are. And you know why? Because they don't want to feel alone. You feel me? They don't want that feeling of, I had this person in my life and now they're gone and I have to sit with my thoughts by myself. Instead, I'd rather inflict pain or give a nuisance to someone else so that way I can say I'm with someone. Especially a certain person that they've had in their life for a while. For sure.
Well, then again, though, I feel like, okay, first of all, that loneliness, you kind of have to experience that a little bit in order to
Yes, agreed.
grow at all.
Agreed.
But at the same time, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Me and you both understand that loneliness will come.
That conversation just kind of pisses me off a little bit. It just kind of rubs me the wrong way. Not pisses me off, but like it rubs me the wrong way. Mainly just because of the fact that it's like, I don't know. Life has never been fair, and that's not just to me, to anyone.
Fact. That's a fact.
But like, And I was even talking to this, or I was talking to Katie about this. Like, I've
Mm.
become a very cynical person. I try not to, show it a whole lot, especially when I'm around people.
Yeah.
But I've become a very cynical and mean person because of just how unfair life has been.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I try not to show it around people is because I know that I'm not the only victim of it. Like, I know I'm not the only person who deals with that.
Yeah.
But it gets to a point where it's like, it's fucking tiring.
For sure.
Like, just being like, oh yeah, it's fine. Everybody has shitty moments in their life.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's just kind of hard. Sometimes you just want to bitch about it.
Yeah, of
You feel
course.
me?
It's human nature. It's human nature.
Um, but I was talking to Katie about it, I've become like I said, a very cynical and like mean person because of the shit that's happened in my
Mm-hmm.
life. Um, uh, because she was wondering, like why I always act like nothing really matters.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm very guilty of that. I don't act like anything really matters.
You do.
I I definitely am very cynical and mean about a lot of things, and but like I'm very blunt
Mm-hmm.
about things. And
That
it's
you
not
are.
necessarily just to be a dick about things. It's just because of the fact that like that's just how my mindset has grown to be. Is just I don't care. Like, life sucks. It's gonna suck. It's not gonna change.
It's a
Fucking
fact.
deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
My life sucks, and I do complain about it. And you're gonna hear me complain about it. I'm not gonna lie about it. No, you're gonna hear me bitch about my life sometimes. Like, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna lie. I hate my life, but like, or well, I don't.
You hate
As of
certain
late,
aspects of it.
as
Yeah.
of late, as of late, I don't hate my life, but like,
Mm-hmm.
I hate how it has been in the past.
Yeah, I get that.
But at the same time, though, you gotta learn that the reason why life sucks is because of the fact that whether you're religious or not, it's either God or just the world or, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
trying to teach you a lesson that maybe you need to make a change.
Yeah.
You need to make a change, and you need to grow from it and move on from it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, you can be a nice, kind person, give, and always dish out for other people.
Yeah. Then life give you that
But,
kickback. Like, it's not gonna always be like that towards you.
yeah, exactly. And,
Mm-hmm.
life is never going to give you back just because you gave.
Never.
Like, it's not nice that way. It's not fair that way.
It ain't.
And I hate to say that because, I mean, I hate to say that just because I can relate to that.
Mm-hmm.
I was always the type of person who, gave,
Sure.
and I always dished out for other people, but I never got that back. And I
Mm-hmm.
hated it. And it got me to a point where, like, I hated people because of it.
Yeah.
But I hate people because of a completely, like, different aspect of that. It's
Yeah.
the same reason, but, like, a different aspect of it. I hate people because of the fact that they take advantage of that kindness.
Fact.
That's why I have a hard time liking people, a hard time fitting in, a hard time trusting people, is because I hate the fact that just because you can give and be kind and do all you possibly can for someone else, they don't
Mm-hmm.
return that favor or treat you the same way or treat you in the same respect at all.
Yeah. Sadly.
They take advantage of it, and they take advantage of you, and it sucks. But that's life.
It is. And with.
Sometimes you can be the best person you can be, right? You can give
Mm-hmm.
advice all you want, but sometimes it's just best to let people deal with their own problems on their own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because the
And
fuckers will not ever be there for you
that's a
back.
fact. That's the truth. That's the truth. But certain people, it's tough to learn that because it's like, what I mean, they always have this thought of like, I can't be by myself. You know what I mean? They don't say
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to. They say I can't. So they
Mm-hmm.
always allow themselves to go through whatever torture it is in order to keep whatever person it is around, even if it's not healthy for them. You know what I mean? Pain comes from things not going the way that you would expect them to. Because expectations lead to a lot of disappointments. And with that, people can be a product of that. And sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you put your pride and your own self beliefs or emotions to the side in order to please them, and also that little side of yourself where it's like, I need that person, rather than being better than what you were beforehand. Because, like you were saying, that comes from needing a change, whatever it is that is teaching you, whether you're religious or not. Life is trying to tell you you need to make a change, whether it's a person or yourself.
Exactly.
And sometimes, you know what I'm saying, they think that change is like themselves, when really it ain't. It's probably the people you keep around you. So you have
Mm-hmm.
to understand that not always is that friend group that you're trying to chase so bad to be into is, you know what I mean, worth it. Not even in terms of they're bad people, but just not good for your own self because they don't fit the things that you're
Just
interested in.
because you don't, yeah, and it's not necessarily that one side fits in with the other or
Mm-hmm.
anything. It's just the fact that it doesn't fit in general. Like, it's just
Yes.
not a tight bond.
It's not.
And there's a reason for that. Because you're different people. You got different interests. That's
Yeah.
how humans work, unfortunately. They got different interests. People feel different ways. Fuck. I've had
Mm-hmm.
to deal with that, unfortunately, for a very long time. I had a friend group that was horrible to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked all of them. I loved all of those people, honestly. I
Yeah.
really did. I thought they were funny. I thought they were interesting. They were down-to-earth people whenever they wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't end up working because the majority of the time, the interest was different. And honestly, they treated me like shit a lot of the time and took advantage of me.
Yeah. And when
And I feel like what's bad about that situation is just the fact that I went from one shit relationship to another.
I
I
got
went
it.
from that shitty friend group and immediately turned around and went to a shitty relationship
Mm-hmm.
that treated me just as horribly as the people did, just in a different way.
Yeah, for sure. That one time ain't gonna always teach you the lesson. Sometimes it's gotta be repeat offenders, man.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just gotta have repeat offenders, man.
The one thing that I have to say that sounds like it's a I'm not gonna lie, it's a dickhead thing to say,
Mm-hmm.
but the best way to look at life is cry about it. That's it.
Facts.
Because you know what? It sucks. You gotta deal with it. Fuck off.
Mm-hmm. Things ain't gonna change in terms of like things getting easier unless you got bread. But if you ain't got money, even with money, life ain't gonna get that much easier. So you just gonna have to take that. It's gonna be more struggles afterwards. People gonna hate you. You know what I mean? And you ain't gonna always get into the programs you want to get into at college or whatever the case may be. And friendships ain't gonna work. Relationships ain't gonna work. Cry about it. Get it out your system. And figure out a way to move past. Cause I ain't gonna say move on, cause sometimes that's impossible, for real. But move forward.
Right.
You gotta find a way to
Oh
keep moving
shit.
forward, baby.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've been doing like nothing very productive in this game. Like I tried, I tried to kill a boss.
Hmm.
I failed like several times, and then I got kind of tired of him because he's an asshole.
Yeah.
And then I just got light attack spammed by a fucking NPC. So now I'm just angry.
Right now, I am getting my fade ran by the one and only Brock Lesnar, the white man and Messiah, with Macho Man Randy Savage, and I don't understand how this
I
is happening.
low key kind of wish I had Dark Souls 3 installed because I could tell you one thing right now. I can
Hmm.
play through the entirety of Dark Souls 3 while like talking to people,
Yeah,
and I will not get bored.
I believe that.
But with Elden Ring, I don't know if it's just because of the fact that I haven't played it long enough, or I don't know if maybe I just don't have the relationship with this game that I do with Dark Souls 3. But
Hmm.
like, because I have a very strong relationship with Dark Souls 3. I mean, it carried me through a lot of my shitty relationships
Yeah.
with friend groups and just bad relationships in general.
Yeah, I get you.
But
My voice cracked crazy.
with I don't know, like I love Elden Ring. Don't get me wrong, it's a good game.
Hmm.
It's a very good game. I have fun with it. But like, I don't know. I don't feel that bond for this game that I do with Dark Souls 3.
I lost. Yeah.
And I don't like fucking man. Alex is such an asshole. I love that man, but fuck him. He Like, he was just like, I don't know, I just don't feel that way with Dark Souls 3. And it's like, bruh, that's like the fucking game that mine and your relationship literally thrived off of for
Mm-hmm.
like a good 3 years of it. How can you say that Dark Souls 3 doesn't mean anything to you, even though
Hey,
it carried our friendship for like 3 years straight?
hey, sometimes people are able to separate the memories that they have with a game and the game itself, and probably take it a little bit too far, but it's possible.
I hate that man. He's so stupid.
I hear you.
I
Uh,
respect Alex as a person, but that dumbass does not know when to just like be real about things.
hey man, his realness may not be the same as your reality, bro. It's like drama TV shows.
Well, like, or not real per se. Like he's a very realistic person. Don't get me wrong. I
Yeah,
just mean like
I understand what you're saying.
I
I'm just
don't know.
talking for the people.
He no, I get you.
Mm.
But like he has always just kind of like he always places these stupid expectations on himself of like I've gotta grow up and be the best and be mature and I can't let video games like, get in the way of that. And it's like, dog, you can have fond memories of games and certain things in your life, and it doesn't mean that they're getting in the way of it.
Yeah.
You can have friends online and play with them every night, and it's not getting in the way of your fucking life. Like, you can do things for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that's kind of like the one thing that I'm struggling with Katie is just the fact that, like, you can do things for yourself. You don't have to do things for other people all the time.
Yeah. But
And
people pleasers are like that, man. Or even just
for
people in
sure,
regular life.
for sure. And and it's not a bad thing that you're a people pleaser, bleh, a people pleaser,
Yeah.
because a lot of the time it's out of the goodness of
Sure.
their heart, and it's also they always have good intentions. People
Mm-hmm.
pleasers always have good intentions. I've never met someone or known of someone who's a people pleaser who wasn't just doing it because they've never experienced that and they want other people to experience it or whatever.
Yeah. It,
They always have a really good, well-intended reason for doing it. And
mm-hmm.
it sucks to have to give them a wake-up call because you kind of got to be mean about it in a way
That's a fact.
to get them to really understand. But like with Katie, I'm not afraid to like be mean about it, and not because I'm an asshole. I just say that because of no, shut your mouth, shut your mouth.
You know I'm doing it to troll
Okay,
you.
okay, let me reword that.
You know I'm
Not
doing it to
because I
troll
want
you.
to be an asshole to her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say not because I'm an asshole, but not because I want to be an asshole to her.
Got you. That's better wording.
Yes, but only because of the fact that I want to treat her as an equal.
Mm-hmm.
I want to treat her as my equal. First of all, we're going out, we're dating,
Yeah,
right?
for
We
sure.
plan on having a life together. Like that's one of our number one plans is like once we can,
Mm-hmm.
we want to start a life together. And again, once we can does not mean once we are both of legal age.
No, no,
Once
no.
we can means once we are both ready for it.
Yeah, like
And we're both
stable in
ready
life and
for
all
it.
that. Like stable in life.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
We're both ready for that. But like once we're both, set up in a good place
For
in our
sure.
lives and everything, and we can actually both support each other and be there for each other, and it's not hard, then
Yeah,
there
yeah,
you
yeah.
go.
Oh yeah, I get that completely. And I believe in y'all. I don't think I have to say it, but I believe in y'all.
It's nice to hear.
Of course, brother. But
But
yeah.
I go ahead, go ahead.
Oh no, 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 no. I was just saying, yeah, 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 yeah.
But like earlier was me trying to give a wake up call to her
Mm-hmm.
because the fact that she she's been acting like kind of like distant lately. She's been acting very distant and a little bit like not like cold intentionally, but like she's just kind of acting cold and not realizing it.
Yeah.
But she's been very distant and not because of the fact that she has doubts of the relationship or anything, but because she doesn't want to fuck it up and she
Yeah.
doesn't want to end up losing it. And so she's overthinking that hella big time. But
Mm-hmm.
also everything with college that's starting soon
Yeah.
and everything, like the schedules are going to be a little bit difficult to match up and she wants to make sure that they can.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, like it, it's gonna happen. Like, our schedules aren't gonna match up, and we don't need to plan it all out.
Facts.
Like that, we don't have to plan out every little thing. Like, sometimes it's better just to run with it. Because you know
True.
what, Katie? We've been trying to plan this shit out, this whole relationship, and it's done nothing but make things 10 times fucking worse.
Yeah.
But every time we just kind of leave it and run with it, and
Mm-hmm.
just go with the flow of it all, it usually ends up going really well for us. And not like just kind of going with the flow as in just like, fuck it. It doesn't matter. It'll work. But like, going with the flow as in like, letting life kind of run its course and then dealing with it as it comes.
Yes,
Or,
you
like,
stole
dealing
it
with,
right out of my mind. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Because I'm not going to say that us being together isn't important. That's not what I mean at all. I just mean, like, us planning out us being together is not helpful.
Yeah.
I guess I can't really find a way
It's
to word
not
it. Like,
necessary because if you're trying
it's
to
not
make
necessary.
everything perfect, you're bound. The number one quote I've ever heard. It's not going to be word for word, guys, but y'all know I'm a Kobe fan. I have to use this. But as a wise man named Kobe Bean Bryant once said, if you are afraid that you're going to fail, then you're probably going to fail. Meaning, if
Facts.
you're going to try to make everything perfect and because you're scared to lose it, I understand that it's for a good reason. We all know it's for a good reason. I'll never doubt that you trying to make things work is for a bad reason. But you working so hard to make everything perfect, you're probably going to end up slipping up somewhere. And it's not going to be on you, but it's just like not everything's going to go the way that you want it to. And that's just how it is.
And that disappointment is definitely going to take over a
Mm-hmm.
lot more than you think it will. Because of the fact that you planned it out and it didn't go according to plan, so you're like, well, shit.
Yeah. All that for nothing. Crazy.
I would definitely say that that's been a big part of my downfall for a lot of years, was the fact that I just expected things to go shittily,
Yeah.
and they did. But like with this
Self-fulfilling
relationship, what I told Katie earlier, and I stand by this. I want to make this a fucking quote.
prophecy.
I told, or not really a quote, but like I want to make this like something that I can be remembered,
Bye.
or like I can remember for myself. I can
Gotcha.
remember for myself mainly.
I'll make it a clip.
Is like I told Katie earlier today, word for word. I was like, everything in my life has been shit up until this point.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna pussyfoot around it. I've not enjoyed my life at all. But meeting you and being with you and realizing the importance of having you around has really opened my eyes to a lot of things. But mainly and most of all is the fact that, yeah, I don't necessarily think that everything will work out because I know how my life usually runs. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to try.
Yeah.
And I because she was worried that she worries that I'm going to leave because of my disappointment in my life.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is I would never leave her because of the disappointment of losing her. That it's the exact opposite.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't think she realizes how backwards it really is, because it's like, no, I'm not gonna fucking leave you, stupid. I'm scared of losing you, you tard. But I get it. I get it.
Pain
Doubts,
from the past, yeah.
Doubts happen. Everybody has their doubts. In this case, the doubts are just very pure-hearted.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, and something that I've said since the beginning of our relationship, is she has a lot more reason to doubt than I do.
Yeah.
And I still fully 100% stand by that. She does have more of a reason to be scared of me leaving than I do her. Just because of the fact that, like, I don't mean to like
Put her out.
disrespect or nothing, but like, everything with her mom.
Yeah.
And then us not being able to see each other a whole lot.
Fact.
Like, all that. And all the fact that, it's not on her side, but, like, it's
Something she got to deal with?
something... No. it's on her side basically. Like, it's not her fault, but it's on her side of
Yeah,
things.
that's true.
If you get what I mean.
Matter of fact, I
And
don't. I feel that personally. That's all I was gonna say.
right. And I told her the other night, I was talking to her about that, was the fact because she said, I just hate the fact that we can't see each other, and that I feel like everything's falling apart and it's my fault because it's on my side. And I told her, no, it's not your fault. Just because it's on your side does not mean it's your fault.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, the decisions that are made by those people. As long as you're not making the decision to fuck me off and leave me behind and leave me on my own, then it's not your fault.
Simple.
She's been awesome.
I'm happy to hear
Up
that.
up till this point. I don't know how things are going to go in the future. I'm going to say this. I don't even know if it'll work out. Right?
Yeah.
But I'm only saying that just because something might change and we might have to put it off for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Here, let me word this better. It's not that things won't work out, but I mean like currently. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I know things will work out in the end because me and her are great together. It's very obvious that, like, there's an actual pure love between us.
Mm-hmm.
I know things will work out between us, even if they don't work out currently.
For sure.
And I know for a fact, and you can vouch for me on this one, Alex. Or, which one are you, Adam?
Wow.
Sorry, fuck,
Crazy.
we were talking about Alex.
It's cold world.
Listen, we were talking about Alex. I meant to say Adam. I said it Adam in my head, and I said Alex on accident. I don't know, man. Anyway,
Cold world.
just ignore it.
Mm-hmm.
Just ignore it, man. Just pretend that didn't happen. Fuck.
Crazy.
Fuck, man. That makes me feel horrible.
Nah, don't even feel that way, bro. I'm teasing with you.
But no, you can vouch for me on this one, Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck, I don't even remember what I was saying. Where was I?
You were talking about it not working currently,
Right,
but not trying to say it in a bad way. Gotcha.
right. Okay, I got it. So, okay.
Jesus.
All right. So, you can vouch for me on this one. Like, I've had a really hard time, like, having faith in people and trusting people.
Yeah.
And like just having faith in people and trusting them, because nobody's ever really been loyal to me up until this point.
For sure.
But like with Katie, all of that has fucking changed so hard. Like I know this man is going hard in whatever he's playing.
Bro, Brock Lesnar's cheating, dog. I don't understand why they keep letting him do this. This man has beat me so many times. God.
Play Elden Ring, then that's true. Pain.
No, bro, because I can't even beat WWE, bro. Macho Man, help me.
But no, I've never really had faith in anyone or like trusted anybody. Like, I've always had a hard time with it because of the fact that I've always been stabbed in the back every time I do trust someone.
Yeah.
But with Katie, like, I feel like I can put my full faith into her, and I won't be losing anything. Yeah. And there's been times where I have put my full faith into this girl, and it ended up working out really well in the end.
I believe that.
I don't know. Katie's amazing. It's completely off topic. She's not even like... She wasn't even the fucking topic for tonight.
But it led to her,
Stupid girl getting in the way.
Hey, I definitely got to meet the missus one day, bro. No question.
I'm gonna say it right now on stream, because I know for a fact that she's fucking listening to this shit.
It's a beautiful thing.
I know damn well she's listening, so I'm gonna say this, and I ain't afraid to say it. She do be getting in the way.
Of what?
Just in general.
That's hilarious. Hey, missus, he ain't mean that.
No, she doesn't get in the way. She's amazing. But, like,
yeah.
She definitely gets me off topic all the time.
And that's okay. I think, you know what I'm saying, it's just, when it comes out of people who we love, you know what I'm saying, and they're good for us, you feel me, they have a tendency of doing that. For sure. Sometimes bad, sometimes good. But the understanding of it just needs to be that when things are, you know what I mean, like extremely doubtful inside of your head, sometimes it's best to allow yourself to run with the doubts, but have hopes for the best, so that way you're not too busy trying to overstep and correct things that possibly could go wrong when nothing was in danger at first place.
Right.
It's just hard for people to sometimes recognize that, and that's okay. Uh, but you know what? It is now been a long time. I
It
think
is
I'm gonna do it
10:49. We've been running this shit for like 2 hours,
an
bro.
hour and 49 minutes, pretty much, or 50, because I started at 8:59. So, everybody, it is your boy, the secondary, THESCNDARY, but y'all know me as Adam, because that's my name. And this has been the
Ooh,
Talking
Adam.
Points podcast with my co-host. Say your name, you know what I mean, your socials, give them a little plug, tell them where to find you.
I am Keegan, also known as Kyotopped on YouTube, KYOTOPPED. Yes, I said PP, haha, funny. And on Instagram, it is something.
It's lead
It's
underscore
something.
loser 004, bro. I gotta help you with your
That's
plug.
it. Le underscore loser 004. LE underscore LOSER 004. And yeah, this has been the Talking Points podcast. Or this has been Talking Points podcast, not to be
Not,
confused with the
yes,
Talking Points
sir.
podcast.
Yes, sir. I'm proud of you, boy. You finally got it.
Me and Adam are here weekly every Wednesday, whether that
Mm-hmm.
be late or not.
Whether it be late or not. Hey, usually we do it on
Here every
7 o'clock.
Wednesday. Yeah, usually 7 o'clock. I had some family shit that I was dealing with, so I was a little late. My bad. My
And
bad.
and we respect that over here because it happens to the best of us. I'm not gonna let y'all see me get beasted by Brock Lesnar, but I just want to say I appreciate y'all for stopping in on this episode, whether you're watching it during the time of or you're watching it way after. We love you. Y'all know my stuff. My Instagram is Adam the Second, ADAMTHESCND. Got a first channel. If y'all want to go and see that, it's in my channel. You know what I mean? Click on my channel, scroll down, all that. Snapchat REALK underscore 13. My Facebook is Adam space THESCND. And yeah, if y'all need anything else, if y'all want to talk to us, or if you want another person to be a guest on this show, send them to me, send them to him on the Instagram. I'll leave his link in the bio. And this
Oh,
is
yo,
our
also,
what up?
go follow me on Twitch too. I forgot to say that.
Oh yeah.
I've been wanting to stream hella hard on Twitch. So go follow me on Twitch, Gwendolor, GWYNNDELOR, on Twitch. It's cool.
When he sends me the link,
But
I'll put it in the bio then. But he hasn't sent it to me yet, so we're gonna be lazy.
don't even worry. I got you right now.
Let it up. Say less. And it should be the first episode where, Keegan, I'm gonna send it to you. We have the updated thumbnail. Ooh, ooh,
Ooh,
ooh,
ooh!
ooh, yeah,
I forgot about that, yo.
yeah. We got the updated thumbnail now, bro. Hey,
Hell
shout
yeah.
out, hey, we gotta give love to the one and only Eddie V. You gotta give love to Eddie V. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we appreciate you,
Wonderful person.
V. Bot. Yo, I can't lie. Thumbnail on point. If it is up, it's on point. 10 out of 10. You know what I mean? But yeah, this has been Talking Points Podcast, not to be confused with the Talking Podcast. We love you. Mwah, mwah. Me and Keegan, I think it's best to say,